The Sim World Racing Network presents the All-American Racing.
Good evening and welcome to Martinsville Speedway. My name is Nathan Christensen and you're tuned in to the Sim World Racing Network's presentation of the All-American Racing League Cup Series. Like I said, welcome. We're here at Martinsville Speedway on Tuesday, March 19th. Tonight for the Chad Snider Lives Here 200. I'm glad you could join us as we get set to go for race number 8. So let's take a look here at the practice times on the right hand side of your screen. So there is the 20 cars that are here tonight for this event. Up on the top of the charts is Larry Stubblefield, last week's winner, with a 19.212 fast time. 219, sorry. Behind him is Dave Lorfano with a 19.258. And behind him in third, Dave Hara with a 19.285. Fourth tonight is Cam Harris in his number 27 with a 19.289, and then Brandon Mathia with a 19.294. Glad you all could join us here as the time ends on practice and we get set for single car qualifying here from the event. And I just want to thank you all for joining us here from Martinsville. We look forward to having a great race here tonight. 200 laps around the tight confines of this speedway. So we'll switch over to this screen here. You can see all the drivers on the left hand side, and you'll see their times appear as they make their qualifying attempts. So we'll keep an eye on the cars on the track to see who goes quick and will start up front tonight here. Well, each driver will have 2 laps, 5 minutes of qualifying to set the starting lineup for tonight's event. So most cars already out on track as cars starting their first lap. Track there's the number 8, the Sim World Racing Network's number 8 of Dave Lorfano completes his first lap, and he sits 5th after lap number 1. Riley Hoots currently at the top of the board with 19.383. Off of turn 4 to complete his second lap, Dave Lorfano crosses the line. Can he improve on his opening lap? He does, 19.406. Straightaway, here's a view of Larry Stubblefield in his 82 Night Owl Sows machine down through turns 3 and 4, coming around to complete what is his second lap. See if he can move up from his 8th place position now. And he does, to the top of the board with a 19.307. Out on track is the Kenneth Pack number 16 down the back straightaway. He's also completing his second circuit. See if he can move up the board. Currently starting 9th on the tower. Crosses the line, see if he can get that a little higher though. No quicker for Kenneth Pack in his number 16. Larry Garnes out on track in his number 20 as he works his way through turns 3 and 4, complete his second lap, see if he can jump up from his 14th, a first lap of 14th. And he does, up to 10th, 19.687. Kelly Thomas on track in the number 28 Haviland Ford. Gets a little tight on entry, pushes up on corner exit as he comes down across the line. Completes his second lap. Not sure if it will be any quicker. Nope, not quicker. 19.742 for him. Got to keep our eye on fast all night. Last night in practice is the number 15 of Dave Hara out there on the track. Comes across the line to finish his first lap. and he jumps up to 7th. Also out on the track is the 26, Chad Snider's 26, the Blues Graphics or Race Designs number 26. He works his way off of turn number 4 and see if he can improve on his first lap. Able to jump up to 6th. Now let's go back to Dave Hara as he crosses the line, and he is up to the 6th spot. Alan Bledsoe in his second lap jumps up to 3rd quick. So about a minute and 20 seconds left here in qualifying. Currently no one out on the track, but the starting lineup as it sits with about a minute left is Larry Stubblefield, Brendan Mathia, Alan Bledsoe, Riley Hoots, and Dave Lorfano will be your top 5. 6 through 10 looks like this. We got Ben Campbell, Dave Hara, Chad Snider, James Nelson, and Curtis S. And then 11th is Mike Kurds, Ken Pack, Greg Barnett, Larry Garnes, Kelly Thomas, Michael Boone, and Tyrone Yo, the 17 cars to take time at this point. 3 other cars are here in the pits signed in tonight. The 3 of Gregory Robinson, the 1 of Tommy Osborne, and the 27 of Cameron Harris. All looks like they will not be able to take time. Looks like Cameron made an attempt and didn't score a lap time due to contact with the wall. So he will have to make his way up from the back of the field if he wants to find himself in victory lane tonight. So 10 seconds left there, or 3 seconds, sorry, as we count it down to the end of qualifying. So as the field takes shape out on the front straightaway, we will show you now the starting lineup for tonight's 200 lap feature. So on the pole in the number 82, driven by Larry Stubblefield. Outside him in row 1 in the second spot is the number 2 of Brendan Mathia. Third, and going off third on the inside of row number 2 is the 42 of Alan Bledsoe, and then outside him in the number 4 is Riley Hoots. Dave Lafano will start from the 5th spot. Outside him in the number 67 is Benjamin Campbell. Dave Hara will go from the 7th spot. Outside him, Chad Snider in the 26. The number 9th starting spot, the number 75 James Nelson, and the number 54 of Curtis S. Going from 11th is Michael Kurds in his number 41 machine. Outside him is Kenneth Pack in his number 16. Greg Barnett will go off from the 13th spot with Larry Garnes outside him in his number 20 machine. 15th starter is Kelly Thomas in 28 out of California. Michael Boone will be driving the number 5 and starting in 16th spot. And then behind him on the inside of the next row is Tyrone Yo Jr. in his number 2. Starting 18th, after not being able to take a time and getting into the wall earlier, is the number 27 of Cameron Harris. Gregory Robinson and Tommy Osborne make up the final row. So as the cars roll down the back straightaway, we get set to go green here out of turn number 4. Both Larry Stubblefield and Brendan Mathia will bring the field down to the green flag. As we see the cars roll out of turn number 4 into the restart zone. As green flag is out and we are racing for Martinsville. gets a good jump on the outside, able to slip down in front of the 82 as they exit turn number 2 and head down the back straightaway. Working through 3 and 4, still early in this one. Lap number 1, coming out to complete lap 1 on the board. There they come, down the front straightaway. We got cars in trouble. Kenneth Peck looks off the pace on the inside. He's able to keep it going. Everyone keeps it clean and green, further back in the pack. Board the 82 with Larry Stubblefield as he looks to chase down the 99 machine who sits on top of the pylon right now. There they go. Back into turn number 3. Work their way off of 4 down to complete lap number 5. So holding on to the 3rd spot here early in this one. Behind him in number 91, Diet Dr. Pepper machine, I believe. No, Dr. Pepper Cherry 91. That's Riley Hoots. And Dave Lafano holds on to the 5th spot, but he is looking to defend a move by the 15. He gets his nose into the inside and looks to make a move down the back straight. Can't get the power back on. A little close, a little tight on the inside. Is a hard off corner exit to get that power back down, so Dave Hara has to back out of that one. Back up front, the 99 and Brendan Mathia continues to lead the way here early in the going. We have a caution out on the track. Like Kelly Thomas may have run into some problems here early in this one. We'll see if we can find a replay. So just in the top side, gets in a little too hard, unfortunately locks it up and spins it out as the field makes it by without any additional contact. So he's able to right it the right direction and keep it going. So no harm, no foul for that number 28 on his lap number 7 spin. But with that gives these guys the opportunity to potentially pit. Not sure if anyone will. As we take a look here at the wide shot, we have one car on pit lane. That's Gregory Robinson in his number 3 machine, slowly rolling down pit lane. Pit speed here is 35 miles an hour, so it's going to take you a while to get around pit road. Not a lot of time for the crew to get the work done before you need to be back out there on the track. So as the cars continue to circle around, single file, we'll take a look here at the top 5. We got Brendan Mathia, Larry Stubblefield, Alan Bledsoe, Riley Hoots, and David Lafano holding on to the top 5. While we got a second under caution, let's take a look at the current point standings for the 2024 season. Anyone highlighted in red has locked themselves into a playoff position with a win. So on top of the points, though, right now after his second victory last week is the 82 of Larry Stubblefield with 326 points. Behind him in second is the 99 of Brendan Mathia and with 289 points. David Lafano sits in third with his 2 wins on the year with 265. David Hara, strong run so far this season, sitting 4th in points after 7 races with 260. And Travis Rodriguez rounds out the top 5 here with 250 points. Unfortunately, Travis is unable to join us tonight, so he will be taking a provisional, and he'll be awarded last place points -1 for this event. So he will look to make up some ground at the future races, but for now he will be scored with the last place points -1, unfortunately. As the field rolls through turns 3 and 4 into the restart zone, we'll see the leader, Brendan Mathia, first car to fire, and the green is out. And we are racing again here at Martinsville. The field races down into turn number 1. 2 by 2 they go through turns 1 and 2 as they exit onto the back straightaway. Down the back straightaway they make their way to turn number 3. And back up front, Brandon Mathia will lead the way, this time off of 4. Oh, we got trouble in the back. Looks like the 54 and the 75 made some contact there on corner exit, resulting in the 54 getting spun around and collecting the 27 and the 2 car. Let's see if we can quickly find a replay of that one to show you here. So just high. Oh, he gets loose. So the 54 breaks the rear end loose, swings down into the inside, and just collects, hits the side of the 75. Shouldn't be too much damage to that auto serve 75, but then he gets clipped by the 41, and then the 27 and 2 kind of have nowhere to go, unfortunately, and have to get on the binders for that one. But everyone seems to be rolling a little front end damage, obviously, on that 54. He will bring it to the attention of his pit crew down on pit road at a slow 35 miles an hour. He will roll it around to his pit crew. So back up front as we work lap number 15, unfortunately under caution. Still leading the way is Brennan Mathia. Here's a great view of the Martinsville Speedway today. 20 cars strong showed up for race number 8 of the All-American Racing League Series. The Chad Snider lives here 200. As they follow the pace car off of turn number 4. Everyone in the pits looks to be making their way off of pit lane. There they are. They're going to beat the pace car out so no one loses the lap. Looks like Tyrone Yo sucked down on pit road to have his crew take a look at his machine also. So we see them continue to circulate. Single file under caution here early in this one. 16 laps. Working on lap number 16 for Martinsville. Hopefully this time they will get the sign to double up as they cross the start-finish line. Lights on the pace car go off. We should be back to green flag racing here next time out of turn number 4. So the same front row as the first 2 restarts, but this time Brennan will set the pace from the inside position as he rolls the field behind him. He controls the restart. First car to fire in the Geico restart zone, and we will keep an eye on them as they shoot out of the restart zone down into turn number 1. And green flag is out, and we are racing back down into turn number 1. Looks like Brennan is going to get the early jump over the field. Looks like Alan Bledsoe, though, is going to try to sneak through behind him and into second place, see if he can the 82 can fend him off from the outside. But now position, though, goes to the 42 as they work their way off at turn number 4. It looks to complete the pass, still side by side down the front straightaway. We got some cars around in the back. 75 of James Nelson unable to keep it pointed in the right direction, and he spins out to bring out another caution. So we'll see if we can take a look at that one for you. So it just gets a little high and then just tries to get back in it, and unfortunately spins it out and gets some help from the 16 to help him finish off that spin. So we'll take another look at it here. Another replay. Just gets really high on corner exit and just kind of tries to get in the brakes to not hit the wall because he was so high, and the 16 just gets into the back one more time. There, pushes up, and yeah, just starts to get loose, and then the 16 hits him, and unfortunately that is all it took to spin out that auto serve number 75, driven by James Nelson. So back under caution, a little bit of trouble here getting back going after the original caution. unable to complete a lap each time we've tried to go back green. So one person that did help up front was Alan Bledsoe, as he was able to nose ahead of the 82 of Larry Stubblefield before the caution came out that time. So he will start on the outside of row number 1. Not sure if that's a benefit or not, but with that outside position, but see if Larry can get back by him now that Larry's back on the inside. So a couple more laps under caution before we see the green flag come out right now. We'll take a look. There's the 9042 of Alan Bledsoe. Behind him is the Night Owl So's 82 of Larry Stubblefield, current points leader in the All-American Racing League Cup Series. And then the 91 of Riley Hoots driving the Dr. Pepper Cherry machine. And then Dave Lorfano in his SimWorld Racing Network number 8. And then Dave Hara, last week's runner-up, had a bit of an issue coming to the checkered flag, just got loose off of turn 4 and spun out and pretty much gave the win away, I'd say. I think he would tell you that too. He obviously wasn't very pleased with himself after last week's misfortunes, but the field doubles up, and we are looking for the green flag next time out of turn number 4. Just starting behind him in the next row is the 26 of Chad Snider. He'll be on the inside in his beautiful number 26 Blues race design machine, and outside of him in the 67, well, the Mobile 167, will be Benjamin Campbell. As we focus our attention back up front, they roll into the restart zone. Looks like Brennan's going to use the outside this time, playing a little mind games maybe, as teammate Alan Bledsoe will have the inside as they hit the Geico restart zone, and we are back green as we race 2x2 into turn number 1. Brennan able to get a good little jump out in front, dive down across the nose of the 42. Oh, now we got Larry Stubblefield around. That's not going to be good. That is chaos ensues. So not what you want to see from the third place running car in front of the entire field. He unfortunately spins out, bringing out the caution again. He also ends up getting, unfortunately, the mechanical meatball flag himself. Greg Barnett and Kenneth Pack all will have to come to pit road to either sit there and get their required repairs done, or use a fast repair. So let's see if we can get a look of this. We'll see if we have a replay of what happened. So he just gets on the gas, the car gets loose, and out into the outside wall he goes, and everybody else had nowhere to go, and they just pile it in there. Man, that's a big wreck. So let's take another look. As you can see from this view, oh, that's a little far away, we won't be able to see much there. There he goes off into the inside wall, and it just nowhere to go after that for Larry Stubblefield. And then the field all right behind him just come piling in. Watch the 15. Has nowhere to go. He gets filled by 67, the 41, the 38, the 16, the 28, the 20, the 27, the 54. The 2 gets slowed up, the 3 gets slowed up, and the 75 gets slowed up. So total calamity on that one. Man, that's a tough one. Here at Martinsville, when a top 5 car spins across the racetrack, it's not going to end well for a lot of drivers, and that is the case out there with that one. So some cars still sitting on pit road having some work done, but they all look like they're going to make it off of pit road there. Kelly Thomas in his number 28 will be the last car to exit pit road. Looks like everyone was able to, no, a couple cars are going to end up a couple laps, lap or 2 down after this one. Looks like Tyrone Yo, Larry Garnes, and Kelly Thomas all going to be on the short end of that stick, and will end up a lap or 2, 1 lap down. But the pace car's back to the infield. Here's hoping, fingers crossed, we can get this one going again. We had a good little run of about 10, 11 laps to start the one, and then it's been gong show ever since. Down out of turn number 4 into the restart zone. Green flag is out, and the 99 is back under power. to turn 1 and 2. Keep an eye out a little further back to make sure everyone makes it through as they work down the back straightaway. To turn number 3 and 4. Out of turn 4, the leader crosses the start-finish line to start another one, and we've completed one whole lap after caution. Good. Love to see it. Battle, though, right now is for second spot as Bledsoe and Poots go at it. Poots had combined his first and last name on that one. And the battle right there for third, fourth, and fifth is Chad Snider getting a little aggressive early, poaching his way through past the number 5 up into that 26, up into that 4th spot. That leaves the 8 back in 5th spot. So Dave Lafronto still running right where he started as we got another spinner. The 91, O'Reilly Hoots, spins it off of the front straightaway, and he will bring out another caution as he's able to get it going after his little spin. I'm not sure if I don't think he made too hard of contact, if at all, with the inside wall on there, so we'll take a look here as it comes out of the corner. Just, wheels not pointing in the right direction, gets on the gas a little early, and around she goes to bring out another caution. So while we're under caution here for a quick second, we'll take a quick break and we'll be right back. Well, welcome back to Martinsville Speedway, home of race number 8 on the season. The Chad Snider lives here 200 laps around the half-mile Martinsville Speedway as the cars continue under caution to pace around. We have 34 laps complete, working on the completion of lap number 5. It's the last caution came out because the 91 O'Reilly Hoots unable to get the power down off of turn number 4, resulting in him spinning out and having to go to the back. As you see there, he comes off of pit road that time. But up front, I think they're doubling up for a restart, and this will put the 99 and the 42 on the front row for this restart. Brendan Mathia and Alan Bledsoe, the 2 cars at the top of the scoring pylon as we run right now. Off of turn number 4, they look for the green flag from the starter. Into the restart zone. Green flag is out, and we are racing back down the front straightaway into turns number 1 and 2. Continue everyone able to get away clean and green so far. Edsel holds on to second. Now the Chad Snider machine up to third after the 91 had his issues and spun out. That means Dave Lafano, the third, up to fourth. And Michael Courage cracks his way into the top 10 after starting, or top 5, sorry, after starting in 11th. Behind him, the 67 Mobile 1 machine of Ben Campbell, the 54 Monster Energy car of Curtis S. And then back there battling right now is Larry Stubblefield, who spun out of his third running spot, and he gets by the inside of the 75. Now look, Greg Barnett looks to the inside of the 75 as they work through turns number 1 and 2. Not able to quite make it through as they roll down the back straightaway. Now he's able to nose in front, but that opens the door for the 15. Now the 38 gets a little tight. He pushes up almost into the 75. 75 able to make some evasive action and avoid the contact there as they roll back away down into turn 1. So 38 having some trouble with the corners right now. Car's getting a little tight on him. Pushed up again there in 1 and 2, but able to keep it straight and keep it going. A little further back, we got a battle now on track between Michael Boone and Riley Hoots. Boone looks on the outside to make this move down around the QFLR number 5. Use the top side and a little bit of momentum to roll the top a little better than the 5 can roll the bottom. He gets the pass done as he shoots down the back straightaway. Sets his sights on the number 1 machine. In turn 1, Riley Hoots continues to work his way back through the field after his earlier spin as he looks to make a move to the inside of the number 1 car. Able to get that pass done, and the 1 jumps right back down to the bottom lane to close that door so the 27 can't get through. Now the 75 is the next car in front of Riley, and he looks to close that gap here as he looks down the back straightaway. Back up front, leading all the laps so far, is the number 99 of Brandon Mathia as he completes lap number 44. Keep in mind, we will have our first stage yellow will displayed at the completion of lap number 54. For these guys, the first stage will be at the completion of lap number 54. Right now, they come around to complete lap number 45, so about 9 laps to go before we see the stage yellow. Couple of new camera views we got this week set up, so let's take a ride on board and take a look at Brendan Mathia in his office as he works around this half-mile oval. There he is. Everyone wave. I'm sure he's not waving back because he's got business to do. And let's take a look backwards off the rear spoiler of the 99 back at the 2nd, 3rd, and 4th place cars. Down the back straightaway, I believe, and working on lap number 47. Bledsoe able to crawl back in. Bledsoe not quite on the back bumper yet. Still got some room in front of him. But between these two, they are going strong. Oh, as Chad Snider gets past, Dave Lafano goes around the outside of Chad as they work their way through 3 and 4. So Chad drops back to the 4th spot. Dave Lafano moves up to 3rd now. But Larry Stubblefield is the man on a mission after spinning out of his 3rd place spot. He's back up to the 5th spot from just a few laps ago. Unfortunately lost it like I mentioned, and he's now back running in 5th as we cross into the completion of 49, working on lap number 50 here. Continues to lead the way through turns 1 and 2. Back across the line to complete that one is still single file nose to tail around this half mile. Speedway, I think they're just trying to get some laps in based on what it looks like. Obviously, we want to don't want to be here all night, all afternoon, I guess, on in-game time. So these guys need to get it sorted out and get some laps under their belts. But so far, it's been all the 99 up front. He's led every lap so far as we work to complete lap number 53. This time across the line should be 1 lap to go before the stage break. So last lap of stage number 1. Sorry, that is the end of stage number 1. I apologize. So the green and checkered flag gets displayed at the end of stage number 1, as it's been all Brendan Mathia all night long so far, as he leads the first 55 laps of this one. As the pace car will pull out and catch the field, which means pit road should open up here this time by. And these guys will head down pit road, and it's going to be a pretty busy place, I think, as everyone so far in the top 5, everyone but Larry Garnes and Tyrone Yo should come down pit road. I think Larry is going to be the free pass wave around car on this one, so he will get his lap back, and then Tyrone being 1 lap down will have to wait 1 extra lap to pit. As I say that, it looks like the 91 of Riley Hoots stayed out. So the 91 stays out on track, and he is going to be the leader once the restart resumes. But there's Larry Garnes and his number 20 machine, Chevrolet Camaro, getting his wave around to join the tail end of the lead lap. And he should be able to also be able to pit this time for some fresh tires and fuel. Maybe next time. So it looks like everyone's completed their pit stop. Looks the number 15 will be the last car off of pit road, probably just getting some minor repairs done to the bodywork after his incident in that caution. Looks like he was able to beat the 27 off of pit road, so they all make it off successfully, no one losing any laps. And we should be looking for a white flag here momentarily, potentially this lap or the next lap to get back going. Stage number 2. Stage 2 ends at lap number 104. At the completion of lap 104, the caution and green and white checker will be displayed to end stage number 2. So, like I said, Larry Garnes hops down pit road here. He will get that machine to, he will bring that machine to the service of his pit crew. As he was the lucky dog candidate, wave around, he will get himself back on the lead lap. Looks like 4 tires and a full tank of fuel for that number 15 car, or 20 car, I apologize. But, like I mentioned, the 91 Dr. Pepper Cherry machine of Riley Hoots did not stop under this caution. So after he stopped there, when he caused the caution, he spun out. He stopped, and he probably took tires and a full tank of gas. So, so about lap 34 is when he stopped. So these guys will have about 20 lap tires, fresher tires that is, on the number 91. So we'll see how that plays out here. But hopefully we can get re-going here as they come around on lap completion of lap number 60. They should come back around to the green flag. Riley Hoots and Brendan Mathia, Alan Bledsoe and Dave Lurfano, Larry Stubblefield and Chad Snider as they roll into the restart zone. Green flag is back out and we are underway. Great jump for the 91 as he gets in front of the 99 before he gets to turn number 1, allowing the 99 to sneak down in front of his other teammate in the 42. The battle on track is between the number 8 Dave Lurfano machine on the outside and the number 42 on the inside as they work down the front straightaway, side by side, door to door across the start-finish line into turn number 1. Lurfano using a bit of that upper side momentum, but the fast lane right now is on the bottom. As I say that, the 8 able to get his nose back in front, but the 42 just drives it in so much deeper and gets up into the 8. Sorry, the 42 drove it in deep. Now they make contact on corner exit, and the 42 is facing the wrong way, and that is not ideal for either of those 2 cars. This all started way back on the entry to turn 3 because the 42, I don't know if he missed his braking point or what happened, but he just drove it in really deep in turn 4, pushed up, they got together. There's kind of a bit of a look at it, and then The 42 just tried to keep coming up, and the 8 was there. And fortunately, everyone else was able to avoid them getting by on the inside. But now the 42 and the 8, after running in second and third, will now have to start at the back. So not what they wanted, I'm sure of it. So let's see here if we can find a different view of it. Here, so you see the 42 just drives it in deep and just pushes up the track, opens the door for everyone else, but then him and the 8 get back together on corner exit and just nowhere to go for either the 8 or the 42, resulting in the caution being displayed. So we'll see how these two are able to maneuver their way up through the field to try to get back up to that top 10. Looks like there we saw Tyrone Yo go by, as he will be the lucky dog. Head down the front straightaway there. Tyrone Yo will get back on the lead lap. So all cars at this point remain on the lead lap of this one, 65 laps into the 200 lap affair.
Mic off. Mic on.
The 91, though, will be the control car on the restart. Had a great kind of teammate-looking restart there on that last one. Able to get a good jump, allowing the 99 to kind of slip down behind him as they came out of turn number 2. So probably look for them to do it again to make sure that they don't give up too many, if any, spots to that number 82. Larry Stubblefield, our pole sitter tonight, was that 82, but he had that incident low off of turn number 2 early in the race, spinning out, resulting in quite the calamity and him having to go to the back. So that's not what he wanted. We'll take another look here. This was earlier in the event. He just gets low and then spins it across the track, and then calamity ensues nowhere and has anywhere to go, and they just keep piling up. Everyone was able to continue. No one needed a tow to the pits, but 3 guys definitely had to use their fast repairs on that one. So this time by, we should be looking for a white flag from the starter out of turn number 4. And we should also see the pace car lights get extinguished. So, just as I say that, it all comes to fruition. And we'll have the 91 and the 99 on the front row. It'll be the 82 and the 26 on row number 2. We'll have the 41 and the 67. Mobile 1 machine on row number 3. The 16 and the 75 on row number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Row 5. 8, 4. 8. But up front, the control car will be the 91 of Riley Hoots as they roll through turn 3 and 4. Keep an eye on the restart zone as they look to go back on the loud pedal. Green flag is out and we are back underway into turn number 1. So they make their way off the back straightaway. This time no team orders. It looks like the 91 and the 99 side by side down the back straightaway. 99 gets a push in the middle of the corner, allowing the 82 to sneak under him. So now Larry Stubblefield back up to second spot as the 99 drops back in the line. Hopefully he can get down onto the bottom to prevent the 26 from getting by. He does, but back up front, Riley Hoots continues to lead here on lap number 70. We'll keep an eye a little further back. We got Michael Kurtz and the 67 of Ben Campbell. We got Kenneth Pack back up from an earlier race. He was involved in that incident when Larry Stubblefield spun around, so he's back up into the top 10 in 7th. Greg Barnett in the Speed Society 38 holds on to the 8th spot. Let's take a look a little further back and see where David Hara is back here. He's in between the 2 cars that caused the last caution. Got Alan Bloodsell, Dave Hara, and Dave Lafano running in the 13th, 14th, and 15th position respectively. But back up front, Riley Hoots continues to lead the way over Larry Stubblefield, Brendan Mathia, Chad Snider, and Michael Kurtz into the 5th position. Larry gets into the wall outside a little bit, opens up the inside groove for potentially a shot for the 99 to get by. Not able to make it work, but they go down the back straight. Can Larry cut back to the inside to close that door on the entry of turn number 3? He is able to do that and work off of turn number 4 and hold on to that second spot still over the number 99. Battle for the lead off of turn number 2. The 82 able to sneak to the inside of the 91. Not able to get side by side, but drives it in a little deeper on the bottom. Able to hold the low line. Looks like he's going to bring the 99 through with them. Not quite yet, but definitely a new leader in this one. Larry Stubblefield jumps to the top of the board over the 91. And the 99 now, second and third. Continues to stretch itself out around this half mile. We take a walk from the third turn. Ooh, Alan Bledsoe, hard contact with the outside wall. Able to keep it pointed in the right direction. Going to lose a handful of spots, but still headed in the right direction at this point. Definitely some right front damage to that machine. Let's see if we can see a replay of that one. Oh, no, sorry, that's the last one. Back up front, new race leader Larry Stubblefield starting to open up a bit of a lead. He's got it up to 7/10 of a second, 3/4 of a second over the 91 of Riley Hoots. Jump on board the 26 Snider. Chad Snider machine. Uh-oh. 91's in trouble again. And so is Chad trying to avoid. 16 gets into the inside wall. Everyone else able to avoid the contact, but the yellow flag is out again for the 91 not being able to exit turn number 4 successfully. Chad Snider gets his car turned back around and headed in the right direction before the leaders get back around to him and put them a lap down. So hard contact to the inside wall for the 26 that time out of turn number 4. We'll take a look at the replay here. So the 91 spins out. Chad tries to dive to the inside to avoid and just piles it into the inside wall. No fault of his own, just the way these cars react under hard braking and avoiding steering. So let's see here. We'll take a look at what happened to Riley. So again, same thing pretty much that happens earlier. Just loses rear end traction, tries to save it, and this time spins it to the outside wall instead of the inside wall. It's almost a mirror of what happened to him earlier. Here's a replay of the earlier incident off of turn 4. So exact same spot, just kind of loses control this time. That time he let the car spin to the inside. This time though, spins it to the outside, and unfortunately Chad Snider's in the wrong place at the wrong time. Makes evasive maneuver, getting on the brakes while trying to steer to avoid contact with the 91 Abels, and he ends up clobbering the inside wall. So all those cars come down to pit road, look to have the crew jump out and make some repairs, possibly use a fast repair depending on how much damage was obtained under making contact with the wall, but everyone seems to be off pit road and headed back in the correct direction. Looks like the leader, though, at this point now is the 82 of Larry Stubblefield in his Night Owl Stowe's Chevrolet Camaro. He took the lead from Riley there with a pretty nice move off of turn 2, set him up on the entrance of turn 3, and was able to get it done and get back by the 91, though, as the lights on the pace car go off, as that means one thing: he's headed to the infield, and that we are headed back for green flag racing. So I think we're going to keep an eye. There's the field forming up nicely behind the Night Owl So's number 2. So we're going to ride on board the roof cam of the 99 for this restart on lap number 88. Green flag is out. We are back racing. Great start by the 82. He's able to jump ahead. See if he's able to hold on to this lead through turns 1 and 2. Looks like the 99 able to keep the bottom clear and get down to the bottom. And now Michael Kurds up into the 3rd spot with Ken Peck and Curtis. Oh, we got more contact. As the 67 slams into the side of the 54, resulting in yet another caution. So here we'll take a look at this latest incident off of on the entry at turn number 3. Just drove it in a little too deep, got into the side of the 54, 15 nowhere to go, hits the 54. Straightens him out nicely, but then behind him it looks like Chad, more bad luck for Chad as he spins out again and cross into the 28, who clobbers him right in the left front wheel. So lots going on there. The original, though, incident is the 67 just getting into the back of the 54, not really taking any notion or care to the fact that the 67's on the outside. But everyone's able to drive away. Obviously, I think the guy who got the worst of that was Chad, having himself spin out and getting some pretty good contact from the 28. See if Chad heads down pit road to have it looked at. Nope, we'll stay out on the track at this time, so no pit stop there for Chad. But we're kind of back into that cautions mentality here in this one, as this is yet another caution early in this one, not even at the halfway point, lap 91, and we are on it says the 9th caution of the event, so not doing very well. I know we had some issues on Sunday in the truck race with some aggressive driving and guys unfortunately making contact with other drivers, and then just some drivers not being able to keep the traction of the back tires and spinning out on their own, causing quite a few cautions. So hopefully these guys can get it back sorted out, and we can definitely click on off some laps, because when the racing's been green flag, it's been some pretty good, pretty clean racing. We've had some good passes here early in this one, but every time we seem to go under caution, we have a little bit of trouble getting back going. Hoping we can see the white flag this time from the starter off of turn number 4. Larry Stubblefield and Brendan Mathia will make up the front row over Michael Kurds and Ken Peck. Then you have the 67 of Ben Campbell and the 27, I believe that's the 27 of Cameron Harris. It's always the case where the driver who drives in a little deep and causes the initial contact to cause the caution always gets off easiest, and then now he's up in 5th. And I'm sure the car he hit, the 54 of Curtis, is back there, and he probably has some steam coming out of his helmet, I would imagine. But they roll off of turn 4 into the restart zone. Look for the green flag this time out of turn number 4. Green is back out. The cars are back underway, and we are going back under green here on lap number 94. Oops. Out of turn 2, so far so good. Everyone's moving in the right direction. They head down the back straightaway. Still good out of turn number 3 through 4 down across the line. So completed 1 lap after the caution. That's always a good sign. As I say that, they wreck out of turn 2. So it looks like it's the 26 of Snider facing the wrong way, as his day has gone from good to whatever is beyond worse at this point. So Chad Snider in his number 26 there, bringing out this caution. We'll see what happened to Chad. Oh, it looks like the 20 car, sorry, the 20 of Larry Garnes spun out and caused, he was right in front of the 26. 26 had nowhere to go and unfortunately makes some gentle contact, but then in turn spins out after that contact with the 20. So those two cars running towards the back here, bringing out our 10th caution of the event, resulting in some pit stops for some cars, and the leader still out on track though, continuing to under caution, as you saw there. The 91 of Riley Hoots will be the lucky dog and get his lap back. As we continue here from Martinsville, working on lap number 98, so just approaching the halfway point of this one. Like I said, I believe if this is telling me correctly, we are on unfortunately our 10th caution of the afternoon here as we work on lap 99. So hopefully we can get back underway sooner rather than later. So just want to point out all the names on the right hand side of the screen there highlighted in red represent the cars that are already qualified for the AARL Cup Playoff Series, playoff run to the championship. You have Larry Stubblefield, he's got 2 wins on the year, Brendan Mathia with 1 win, Dave Lafano 2 wins, and Kelly Thomas picking up his win at Phoenix earlier this season. Also winning earlier at Dakota Road Course was Kyle Purcell. He is not with us tonight, but as long as he maintains 70% race completion, whether that's including a combination of provisionals and starts, he will maintain his win and your in spot. But if you drop below the 70% threshold, you are not able to use the win and you're in route into the playoffs. So we'll try this again. They roll into the restart zone, watching for the starters. Green flag this time out of turn 4. The green is out and we are back racing. So battle for second between the 41 and the 99. Looks like the 41's able to rough up the 99 a little bit, get him off the bottom there. He's trying to bring the 27 through, but at the same time, the 99's looking to cut back that off and get back to the bottom of the track. As I say that, we have another caution. Caution, caution, caution. This time it looks like looks like the 38 and the 67 got together, and resulting in that caution to come out. So let's see if we can see a replay of that. Well, just a matter of someone driving it too deep and not paying attention to the cars slowing down in front of him, resulting in a spin for the 67. So let's take another look at that here. Just see the 38 drive it in a little too deep, get into the rear quarter of the 67, which results in the 67 spinning out. If we can get a view from this, take a look from this. So I'm sure the 67, not very happy with the driver of the 38, but at the same time, maybe, maybe a little bit of his own medicine, kind of what happened to him, unfortunately. He did the same thing a little earlier, and got into the rear of someone on corner exit entrance and spun them out. So kind of, I guess, what's a little payback, not payback, but just I guess karma, I guess is the word I'm looking for. So yeah, there it is. 67 just drives it in, or 38 drives it in too deep, gets into the 67, and around he goes. That was a view from that angle. So we can get a little better view. So down the front straightaway off of turn 4, you're going to see the 38 just driving in there a little deep. Boink. Right into the back. Spin him out. So, not the result either of those guys wanted, but we are under caution. Looks like we're coming to the restart zone. And the green flag is back out, and we are back underway. And still green, still green. No, we're not. We have some trouble in the back. Restart technique. 28 just drove her right down to the bottom and thought he would be able to use a low groove, not able to get it slowed down enough, and the 3 car ends up on the short end of that stick. Watch this, let's take another look here. So 28 on the gas. Ooh, misses the braking point, almost runs through the 90-54, then does drive into the side of him as they continue. Caution. So all the cars come down pit road that I believe didn't pit last time. So we see them making their pit stops and adjustments and coming back out onto the track. The 82 first car off, 41.75. 5, and it looks like it's going to be the 27, the 28, and the 2 car. These guys are able to get back off of pit road before that caution car comes back around. So it looks like the 91 is back up to the front. Riley Hoots now back to the top of the scoring pylon after everyone else pitted. So we'll see if he's able to figure out how to keep the car facing the right way on turn 4 exit. We'll see if he's able to do that here as we get set to go. Hopefully the white flag should be displayed this time. It is. There go the lights on the safety car. So as we'll look for the green flag to come back out as we complete lap number 11 and start at 112 next time across the line. There you can see the field rolling down the back straightaway. The pace car will make a hard left off the back straightaway, put the field in hands of the number 91. Into the Geico restart zone. Out. We are racing down into turn number 1. Everyone should be able to make it through turn 1, hopefully cleaning green off of turn number 2 down the back straightaway. And the 91 loses it again, and we got cars further back losing it, and the caution is out again. So let's see here, a couple of things going on this one. So let's take a look here at this one. So the 28 got into the 27 under braking. The 27 is high, and the 28 just doesn't remember that he's out there, I guess, and make contact with the 27, spinning him out. And yeah, just everyone is driving way above a level that they should try to be driving above. Just guys not using their heads. That's what this has come down to. There you see the 91 correcting himself after he spun out coming off of turn number 4. We'll see if we can find a replay of that. Just again gets off the corner, loses traction in the rear tires, this time able to not spin it out, which is a good thing because the way it was going, he was going to pile it into the outside wall and wad up the entire field. So thankfully he didn't do that, everyone was able to make it by. But maybe just being up front is not not working out for the 91 tonight. He's definitely having trouble when he runs up front. But now he's back again towards the end of the pack, running in 11th here under this caution. So we'll try it again, and we'll see if he's able to figure out corner 4. I don't know if I jinxed him on this last time, but 3 times now he's not been able to handle turn 4. So hopefully he can back it down a little bit and regain control of that car on out of turn 4 and show us that he's able to put some laps together. But back up front, we got a new front row. Early race leader, the 99er, Brendan Mathia, but outside him is the 15 machine, Dave Hare, last week's dominating car towards the end of the race until he had some misfortune and got loose off of turn 4 and spun himself to the infield, handing the win over to the number 82. So let's see what Dave can do here this week as they roll down the back straightaway. He'll start on the outside of the 99. Behind him, it'll be the 8 and the 67 in second and third. And then the 16, 26, 341 in it's 5th through 8th. Green flags back out, and the 99 gets a great jump on the restart. Looks like Dave Hare is going to lose a handful of spots, though, as he's already back now into the 4th spot. That outside road definitely did not have a good start, as both him and the 67 get jammed up, resulting in them going backwards. But back up front, Brendan Mathia back to the top of the scoring column like he was so earlier in the race, so dominant. But now he has opened up a little bit of a lead, about 7/10 of a second between him and the number 8. But right now the battle is for that second spot with the 8, the 16, and the 15 all there under a blanket as they head down the front straightaway. And just as I say that, another car has spun out successfully. He has successfully spun out, causing a caution. Looks like this time it is going to be the number 82 of Larry Stubblefield. So his, let's see here, we'll take a look at the replay. He's outside the 91. They make a little contact. Oh, he goes around a couple cars and then just loses it on his own off of turn number 4. So let's take a different look at that replay here. We'll see what happens. So he's battling here with the 91 and the 20. The 20 gets in a little slower than everyone expected, jamming the pack up, but then the 82 just comes off the corner and loses the rear end and spins out, thankfully avoiding the entire field again and bringing out another caution. So, our about 20,000th caution of the race here on lap number 122 is 14th caution of the race here for this one. Only 122 laps complete. Still 78 to go and probably about 15 cautions. Hopefully not, but all kidding aside. Something about this track, I think, turns league races into a disaster. Not sure what it is. I just think everyone thinks they're that short track ace and has the right setup and the best car out there, and it usually results in a lot of carnage, a lot of caution laps, and a longer than normal race. By the looks of this, we're about 1 hour and 2 minutes into the race, and we are, like I said, completing lap number 124 right here. Thankfully, the lights on the caution car are out, and we should be getting back to green flag racing here momentarily. As the 99 continues to lead the way into the restart zone, the cars roll. Green flag is out, and we are back underway. Down the front straightaway they go into turn number 1 on lap 125. So the 99 able to get a good jump off the restart. Looks like we're going to have a battle here a little further back between the 15 and the 8. Not anything comes of it. Now that 54 gets out into the inside wall, he's able to keep it going. Let's see if we can find a replay of that. Just gets thingies, pushes up and gets a little high on corner exit. Makes some contact with the wall, but continues the forward progression. So no caution this time, thankfully, as we work lap number 126. But the dominating car still up front is the 99. Now over the 16, who's able to get around the 8 there and able to take control of the second place. So it looks like we got a car facing the wrong way again, as the yellow is out. It looks like Gregory Robinson may have had some issues. A couple cars involved. Let's see what we got going on here. So Greg's already missing the nose of his car. He just drives it in there, spins it out, and everyone's able to avoid it, but the 3 car doesn't have all the sheet metal on his car, so that's not ideal. And causing him some corner entry issues, it appears. Not really, the downforce shouldn't really affect him, but not sure. Just spun it out, unfortunately, and we are under another caution. We're going to take a quick step away for a quick second here. We'll be right back to Martinsville Speedway. Welcome back to Martinsville Speedway for the Chad Snider Lives Here 200. You're watching the SimWorld Racing Network. My name is Nathan Christensen, proudly bringing you this All-American Racing League Cup Series event, race number 8 on the season. As looks like the field is doubled up there out of turn number 4. We should be getting the green flag potentially this time back as they come out of turn number 4. Sorry, that's turn 2. They're doubled up. Out of turn 4, looking for the green flag in the Geico restart zone. Up front, though, is that number 99. Dominated most of this race so far. Brandon Mathia in his number 99. Green flag is back out. Loud pedal down, and we are racing here. As it looks like, keep our eye on the 8 there. The 8 and the 16. 8, the 16 go side by side through turns 3 and 4. Able to make that pass down as the 16 is able to shut the door on the 15 for making his move, but now the 67 looks to the inside of the 26 a little further back, able to keep it off each other as they work out of turn number 4. Into turn 1 and 2 now, 67 and 26 still side by side, working off the corner. 26 able to nose ahead, but the 67 drives it in super deep, hits the curb, jumps up in front of the 26. They make a little contact. 67 loses a whole bunch of spots there with that poor entry, unfortunately, into turns 3. Now the 41 looks under the 91 as if they might have made slight contact, but everyone's continuing on here. With 66 laps to go, the 91 just jams it in the bottom. A space that probably wasn't big enough for him to put it in, but lack of patience has been shown on numerous accounts here tonight, with drivers just putting it wherever they think they want to, not where they can. But everyone keeps it pointed in the right direction. The big loser on that one is the 41 of Michael Kurtz, as now the 42 of Alan Bledsoe looks inside of him, steps on the gas too hard, spins out, and now the 41 gets clobbered by the one car who should have saw him. That was a series of unfortunate events that resulted in the 41 getting punted, or getting hit by the 1. The end of that result is that's what that was. So let's see if we can go back a little bit further to see where that all started, because it took a while to develop, and it didn't develop in any kind of good way for the 41. So let's go back here, see if we can find something. Okay, so it starts right around here, maybe a lap later, yeah. So here is when the 67 got up into the outside wall. That opened the door for the 41 to get by the 91. No issues there, no contact, so that's a clean pass. Now down the back straightaway, the 91's like, I ain't doing that to me. Drives it in on the low side, not enough room, hits the curb, pushes the 41 up the track. Now the 41's up there in no man's land. Now they race around, back down, through the 1 and 2, still side by side. Good little battle going, but at this point the 41 knows the 91's going to get by him. Now he's putting up the fight on the 42 as they head down the back straightaway. These guys go into the corner nice and smooth. Little bit of a push, and then the 42 just gets sideways, and the 1 turns down the track and hits the 41. So a whole lot of things went on there that led up to that caution. Some very over-aggressive driving by the 91 put the 41 in a bad spot, which in turn let the 42 get underneath them, and then he lost control of the 42 on corner exit, and that resulted in the 41 getting taken out and then being drilled by the 1 car. So 139 laps complete here in this one. 61 laps to go, 60 as they cross the line this time. We are under another caution flag. If you're just tuning in, you have missed quite a few cautions. This is the 16th caution of the event. Only one of those was a stage caution. So 15 cautions for incidents. A handful of single car spins have led to some severe damage to other cars, and other single car spins have led to no damage to other ones. But We're trying to get through this. 60 laps to go. Be 59 when they take the green, this time out of turn number 4. 99 of Mathia, 8 of Lorfano, 6 of Pack, 15 of Hera, 26 of Snider, 91 of Hoots. Green flag, and we are back racing. Into turn 1. This time Dave pushes up a little high. That opens the door for the 16 of Kenneth Pack to get underneath him. Able to do that. Not quite hold it, but now able to shut the door. Is Lorfano? Lorfano is able to turn back down and shut the door there on the 16, so he holds on to second. The battle is further back between Dave Hera and the 91 O'Reilly Hoots, the 27 of Cameron Harris. His back row starting spot is up there in the heat of the battle right now with 58 laps to go. 15 and 91 together. That ends up with the 91 bouncing off the wall. Everyone's able to continue from what I can see. We'll take a look here. Yes, everyone's still continuing as they work their way down the front straightaway. Through 1 and 2. And Dave Hera, Hillbilly Dave, up into 5th spot now, but up front it's the 99 of Brendan Mathia leading the way over the 8 of Dave Lofano, and now the 16 of Kenneth Peck is under attack from the 29 of Chad Snider as they work down front straightaway into turn 1. Nice clean pass by the 26 Blues Race Design Machine as they come off of turn number 2 now, and Chad looking to pull away, but just as I say that, he gets a good run off the corner because there's another caution. So let's see what we got here. Okay, let's see. So it just looks like the 38 got a little tight, pushed up. The 91 tried to cut back underneath them and just drove down and then overcorrected back into the outside wall from what I see. So let's see. Goes to cut it down underneath, hits the 28, drives it back across and slams the outside wall. Fortunately, everyone else was able to avoid him. Let's see what this replay shows. This is the earlier incident with the 15 and this 91. Just not enough room for 2 cars off the corner. 91 resulted in him bouncing off the outside wall. He was able to continue, gets himself into trouble here a lap or 2 later. So he's definitely got some front end damage as that car is a handful to drive, and this is probably where he runs into some issues. So the 38 just drives it in too deep, rides the 91 up the track. They try to cross it over. 91 hits the 28, drives it, spins out, back across in front of the field. A lot going on to unpack with that one. Also kind of started with the 15 and the 91 making contact off of turn 2. Probably bent something up in the suspension of the 98 or 91 car, resulting in him having some very poor handling and putting him in a bad spot. And then just the 38 overdriving it on corner entry, trying to keep with the pack, and obviously that's lost a bunch of spots and then wasn't able to keep it off the 28, trying to cut low under the slowing 38, resulting in another caution. So we get set to go as the green flag gets ready to displayed as we come to start lap number 150 here. So about 50 laps to go, 51 laps to go when we see the green this time out of turn number 4. Leader still that 99 with the 8 on his outside, the 26 and the 16 in row number 2. Green flag is out and we are back racing with 51 laps remaining. Let's see if the 26 pushes the issue. Looks to make a move on the inside of the 80. He's able to do that. Can the 8 shut the door before the 16 gets there? No, he can't. Now Dave is hung out on the outside. These guys are going to start lining up to try to freight train him off of the bottom, but he's able to get back in front of the 15. Is he able to get to the bottom? Not able to squeeze down to the bottom play yet, as the 15 now sort of door to door, side to side by side, off of turn number 2 down the back straightaway. Good battle here for the 5th spot. Hare riding side by side. Good run into the corner for Dave Lafano. Should be able to close the door, but the 15 gets a good run off the back, off this bottom. Not able to get back beside it, so it looks like Dave Lafano is going to be able to roll the car back down to the bottom and close that line. Stop the bleeding, so to speak. Down the front straight, the 99 continues to lead this one. We got a wreck further in the back. Green stays out, green stays out, still green flag, so that's good news, not another caution. We'll take a replay look here, see what happens. So the 82 and the 75 involved. 75 just loses it off the top. Him and the 82 get together. Everyone continues pointed in the same direction, which means no caution. That's what we'd like to see. So back up front, continuing to lead is the number 99 machine over now the 26 and the 16. The 8, the 15 running in the top 5. 46 laps to go that time across the line, and the fastest car on the track right now is Cameron Harris. That time with a 19.490. So the fastest car right now in the top 6 there is the Harris machine. The difference right now, the last 5 laps between these top cars. That's the current distance between first and second. Opens up to about a second lead this time off of turn number 4. Let's take a look back, further back there. You got the number 2 of Snider, and second place Snider, and the 26th, 16th of Kenneth Peck. Keeping on the lap times of these second, third, and fourth place cars. The fifth place car right there knocking on the door also. Chad Snider, though, able to hold on to that second spot as they come to 40 laps to go. There's the battle for first as it shapes up right now. Brenda Mathia opens up a 1.2 second lead over the 26th of Snider, but the battle on the track right now was for the 6th position, but Cameron Harris was attempting to make a move on the outside, unable to hold a. Looks like he just locked it up, getting in the entry and put it a little high, maybe touched the wall a little bit, but still able to get it back down the line. Well, it looks like we're going to have our first situation of a lap car, though, as the number 2 car of Tyrone Yo will go a lap down on the track there. It gets out of the way, holding it to the top side lane. These guys run by and run through on the bottom. Obviously a tough place to be in when you're a lap car at this track. Very small, very tight confines. But he leaves them enough room, and they're able to all sneak by on the bottom. So we continue under green here. 37 laps to go. 36 this time out of turn number 4 as he crosses the line. The 99 of Mathia, the 26 of Snider, the 16 of Kenneth Peck. Your top 3 behind him is Dave Lafano and Dave Hara in top 5. Bouncing back into the top 6 there is Benjamin Campbell. He had a few issues. He had an incident earlier that had him facing the wrong way on track, and then Alan Bledsoe also had his issues tonight. And then the 27 dropped back in behind him after his foyer out to the outside line. That didn't quite work out. Then there's a big gap back to the 41 of Michael Kurtz. The 54 of Curtis S is your top 10 right there. So back up front, we'll keep our eyes on the leader as it's still 1.1 second lead for the 99. Not getting any bigger, not getting any smaller. As we can take a look here. The gap over the last 5 laps has not really changed much, right? Right around 1.2, 1.1 seconds there. So Chad's able to hold his ground, but Brendan's not able to pull away. So a little bit of conservative driving, potentially not wearing the tires off him, knowing he's got a nice little lead and still holding it. And the gap's not getting any smaller, but it might be getting a little bigger. Nope, still about 1.2, 1.3 seconds, depending on where they are on the track. Off of turn 4, they come around to complete another lap, which means lap number 169 is complete. We have 31 laps to go this time by. Great shot down the back straight. There's the gap, and there's the field of cars on the second and third. You can see the brakes really glowing in that number 26 cars. He's hard on the brakes and the corner entry. So you go see them there. They are bright orange. Definitely got a lot of back brake dialed into that thing, helping him get through the corners without the car tightening up on him. So he's got a train of cars behind him. Leader out front by about 1.3 seconds. And then there's 6 cars running nose to tail behind the 26 machine as they work off of turn number 4. Battle a little further back as the 42 looks to the move to the inside of the 67, able to get it done as he moves up now into the 6th position. Sets his sights on the back of the 15. Sim World Racing Network number 15 of Dave Hare, who gets a little loose off of the corner. That's going to make it a little easier for the 42, but he's got to use the outside to get it done. Can he use a little momentum on the top side? Yes, he can. Gets by the number 15 as they race down the back straight, and now the 67 looks to be in position to make that same move. Not able to get the good run into the corner like the 42 got, so he'll drop back, and now will he be under attack from the 27? Not able to make a move is Graham Harris there, but continuing to be the leading this train. In second spot is the number 26 of Chad Snider. Gaps up to about 1.7 seconds, so Brennan is definitely opening up the lead here late in this one as we have 25 laps to go. As the 67 gets loose off of turn 4, he's able to keep it under control and get it back going before he loses too many spots. So back up front, we'll keep our eyes on this 99. Brendan Mathia rolls it through turns 3 and 4, up to about a 1.6 second lead this time across the line. He comes, completing lap 175 with 24 to go as Tyrone Yo back there in his Tyrone running back in 19th. He will then unfortunately lose another lap to Brendan, this time through turns 1 and 2. Battle for second. Looks like Kenneth Peck was able to make a move on the 26 and get by him, as he is now up into second. Chad drops to third. Bledsoe looks to the inside of Lurfano through 1 and 2. Can he get that move done? Sure can. Bledsoe up to fourth. So now Lurfano gets caught on the outside. 3 wide for a minute there with the lap car Yo, but he's able to hold it off. And the 15, oh, he gets loose, gets into the inside wall, and he's going to lose a handful of spots. As Lurfano still battling what looks to be a tight race car on corner entry, as he's lost now 3 spots, almost 4, but the 15 just not able to get the power down once he got underneath him. But let's take a look up here at the number 16, who's definitely closing in the gap now, down to 1 second between first and second. Here as we roll with 21 laps to go. Ken Pack, does he have anything left in that machine to roll this gap back down and get on that back bumper, the 99? Chad Snider, though, still holding on to a podium position, getting pushed around a little bit by the 42. Now the 42 will try the outside, and Chad got a little bit loose thanks to a little bump in the rear end from the 42. Not able to get a pass done, but Chad able to get back in front of him. Now Dave Lafano makes a move to the outside of the 42. See if he can have any room there. Nothing doing as the door closes there on the outside of turn number 4. Under 20 laps to go. 19 laps remaining. We'll keep our eyes here on the battle for second, third, and fourth. Down the back, or third, fourth, and fifth, sorry, down the back straightaway. Chad leads him into turn number 3. Tyrone Yo brings his car down the pit road, and the 26 is under attack again from the 42. Chad's going to let it roll a little higher, see if he can use the top momentum to be door-to-door on corner exit. Not able to get it done. That opens the door for the 42 as he puts it through and up onto the podium. So now the top 3 look like this. Brendan Mathia, Ken Peck, Drew Bledsoe, Alan Bledsoe, Chad Snider, and Dave Lafano, your top 5 running on the Speedway right now with 17 laps to go. Take a look back up front, see if we can see how Brendan Mathia is making as he comes across to complete lap number 184. Completes 183, 184 being worked on now with 16 laps to go here in this one. Alpha turn number 4 coming back down, 15 laps to go for the 99 machine as he drives it off into turn number 1. Alpha turn 2, we'll see him. There's the gap between first, second, and third, and then the gaggle of course running for fourth. Turn 3 off of turn number 4. The leader crosses the line, puts another one on the board, 14 to go. So Pack not able to reel him in. He closed the gap down to about a second, but it stayed pretty whole once he got to that point. Yellow, caution, 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 caution. Let's see here if we can see what happened on that one. So it looks like we have some contact with a handful of cars on lap 187. So we'll see what we can see here. We're going to look for a replay here. So it looks like Lafano's able to get to the inside. Chad loses it, gets into the 8, who gets into the 27, who gets into the 67. And Dave's able to drive away, and Chad Snider's the big loser on that one, unfortunately, as he's stuck facing the wrong way on the front straightaway. So it looks like Dave just Chad got the power down early. Didn't really have the car set for corner exit and spun it around collecting the 8, and then Chad's going to have to sit there and let the whole field go by him before he's able to get that car turned around facing the right way. That's a bunch of guys head down pit lane here. We're going to go to our pit lane cam, so we'll see who's on pit lane. So Dave Lafano comes down after his contact. The 82 Larry Stubblefield was running about I'd say the back of the top 10 when that caution came out, so he's coming down for some tires. Snider in looking to get some tires, and that's James Nelson in the 75. Kelly Thomas also coming off of pit road, and one more car down there that looks to be like the number 38 of Greg Barnett coming off of pit road. So everyone getting their service completed. Larry's sitting there a little longer than everyone else as he'll get off the pit. Everyone gets off of pit road except for the 91, who has, I believe, shut it down for the rest of the event. So we roll around single file. We keep our eye on the number 99 car as the leader. Now the 16 is in second, and the 42 of Alan Bledsoe in third. Fourth now is Cam Harris, and fifth is Benjamin Campbell. Sixth is Michael Kurtz. Dave Hara in the number 15 runs in seventh. Curtis S. in the Toyota 54 is eighth. Ninth is the 5 machine of Mike Boone, and Tommy Osborne rounds out the top 10. So lights still on the pace car, so that means we'll have at least a lap and a half. Hopefully the lights will go out this time by the starter stand, and we'll be able to go green with about 7 laps to go in the scheduled 200 lap race here from Martinsville. So at this point of the race, Brendan Mathieu has been the most dominant car. He's led 136 laps, led the complete first stage, then got mired in the middle. The back was in a bit of a jingle there, kept him from the lead, but once he got back up front, he's been all Brendan all the time in this one. So at this point, he's led 137 laps. Next closest is Larry Stubblefield in the 82, and then Riley Hoots has led for 22, and Chad Snider has led 1 lap. Field is doubled up though off of turn number 2, which means the pace car is coming to the infield right there, as you saw. So we are getting set to go back to the green flag and see if we can complete this one with 7 laps to go as they roll into the Geico restart zone. Riley Hoots the car in control, and he gets on the loud pedal, and we are back racing. Great jump from the inside row. Kenneth Peck looks to shut the door, not able to do it as the 42 is able to roll through on the bottom. Side by side off of turn number 4. And the yellow is back out. Didn't even make it to turn 2. See what we got going on here. We'll take a look at the replay. Just drivers trying to go 3 wide at a 2 wide racetrack. So you can see that the number 3 car of Gregory Robinson attempted to put it in 3 wide underneath the 8 to 75. No room there. Probably should have gone on the brakes a little harder, slowed his car down to avoid the contact. But nonetheless, the 8 spins out, bringing out the caution, and we'll try it again. We will try it again. I guess the winner in that situation is Tyrone Yo, as he'll be able to take a wave around and get a lap back. He is about 7, 8 laps down, but nonetheless, any free lap is a good lap. Put him back up onto lap. So I'll be on 188, so 6 or 7 laps down. But up front, Alan Bledsoe was able to use the inside second row, 3rd place starting spot to get by Kenneth Pack on that one. But now the roles will be reversed, with the 99 being on the inside, the 42 on the outside. But team cars are those two, the 99 and the 42. So we'll see if the 99 is able to get a good enough jump that the 42 has enough time to get down to the bottom on the corner entry in 1, to see if he can maintain that 2nd spot. But I know Kenneth Pack will be charging hard and battling hard and trying to make sure he gets the best finish he can here. He'll probably look to the inside of that car there, so hopefully we'll have a good restart. So they work their way, turns 3 and 4. Hopefully we can see the white flag being displayed this time out of turn 4. See them double up as they head into turn 1. Oh, sorry, we're on the back straight. That will not be happening at this juncture. Maybe next time out of turn 4. So if you're tuning in just now, I don't know why you're so late. You missed a bit of a Goliath battle. It's been an all-out war. As you can see, we've 19 cautions so far in this one. Looks like we're gonna have a green, white, checkered to complete this one. So we'll get the green with 2 laps to go. Next time out of turn number 4. Your leader and sitting on the front row is the 99 of Brendan Mathieu. Outside him is Alan Bledsoe in the 42. Inside row 2 is Kenneth Peck. Outside him is Cam Harris, all the way up from his last place starting position. Inside row number 3 is Benjamin Campbell. Outside him is Michael Kurtz. Then Dave Hillbilly Hara. Inside row 4. Outside him in 8th is Curtis S. Mike Boone and Tommy Osborne make up the 5th row. We get set to go back racing here off of turn number 4 as the cars roll into the Geico restart zone. And the green flag is out, and we are away. 42 not able to close the door. That opens the door for Kenneth Peck to slip up underneath him down the back straightaway. They go side by side, but it's all Brendan Mathieu up front as he pulls away late in this one. 27 hard on the brakes, gets up into the outside wall a little bit. That's going to cost him some spots. Down out of turn 4. The white flag is out. The next flag will end the race. There's a car further in the back that spun. It looked like it was Boom, but we are still under the green flag here as we work off of turn number 4. Down the back straightaway on the final lap. It's all Brendan Mathia, number 99, through turns 3 and 4. Off of turn number 4, checkered flag in the air. The 99 will win it. The 67, hard contact into the outside wall coming off of turn 4. Not sure if he got any help to get up there. We'll have to go take a look after this. But your winner tonight in his number 99 machine, Brendan Mathia, will bring it down to the front straightaway and burn it down, I'm sure. What a great finish to that one. Let's go see if we can see what happened here coming to the checkered flag. Let's see here. So it looks like the 54. This is one lap. Let's keep an eye on this. It looks like the 54 and the 67 make contact coming to the checkered here. So we'll keep an eye on this. Runs him up the track a little bit, gets into the side of him again, and then the 67 gets loose off corner exit and gets into the wall. Cam Harris gets taken out, crossing the start-finish line. Calamity ensues like usual. So, we will go see if we can get some interviews with the top 4 drivers, or top 3 drivers. So tonight's winner, Brendan Mathia, second, Kenneth Peck, and then we have Alan Bledsoe in third. Let's see if we can get some interviews here. Just bear with me while we fire up the old chat machine. Hey Al, it's Nathan in the booth. You got a copy?
I got a copy.
A great third place finish for you tonight. Are you happy with the results?
Well, considering this was going to be a drop week and I wasn't even planning on running it, I would say yes, but I definitely feel like I made a few enemies this race. I mean, it's Martinsville. There's not a whole lot of room, and I made a few mistakes, but you know what? I will take a P3. I felt like at the end I had something for Brendan, just because I was on 30-lap fresher tires, but whew, that was quite the race, and I am sweating a lot.
Well, congrats again on the third place, and we'll see you next week.
All right, see ya.
Okay, that was third place finisher Alan Bledsoe. We'll see if we can find second place finisher Kenneth Peck. 1 second here. Hey Ken, it's Nathan up in the booth. You got a copy?
Got a copy.
Ken, big second place finish for you tonight in what was a bit of a battle all around the track tonight. Lots of contact, lots of probably hurt feelings, but second place probably feels pretty good at the end of it.
It sure does. Sure does. Hard fought race. Just that last restart happened to get to restart on the inside, and that is an advantage.
Definitely, he got by you there on the restart prior to that because he was on the inside. Then you're able to get back by him. So strong second place will help you in the standings and keep you in the hunt. Thanks again, and we'll talk to you next week.
All right, appreciate it.
Okay, that was second place finisher Kenneth Peck. Now we'll see if we can get a word with tonight's winner of the Chad Snider Lives Here 200, Brendan Mathia. 1 second, we'll get him on the line. Hey Brendan, it's Nathan in the booth. You got a copy?
Yep.
Congrats on the third win, second win of the year for you. Obviously a hard-fought battle. You were up front early in the race, dominated the first stage, and fell towards the middle and the back and fought your way back up. But it's a big win for you tonight.
Yeah, it was stressful. You heard me over race chat, but my heartbeat was 153 according to my Apple Watch, so I think I was borderline heart attack there. And that's just product of a bunch of restarts and then think on that green flag run at the end, I was just anticipating a caution, and then my heart sank as soon as the caution came out. So it was definitely a hard-fought win. I think what won me the race is pitting there before the end of stage 2 end. That way I could start back up front to start the last stage, and I think about 5 others behind me did the same thing. So a lot of the fast guys that were out front at the end of stage 2 in the back, they had their own problems, and I was able to just hold everyone off. So I didn't think I haven't raced this track in 3 years, so I surprised myself.
Well, you did a great job. Congratulations again, and we'll hopefully talk to you again next week from Victory Lane.
Yes, sir. Thank you for the broadcast.
No problem. Have a great night.
You too.
That was your top 3 finishers tonight from Martinsville: Brendan Mathia, Kenneth Peck, and Alan Bledsoe. Let's see if we can take a look here now at the results coming after this one. Bring them up here on screen. So, third place, winner tonight, as I mentioned, Brendan Mathia won by 0.658 over second place finisher Kenneth Peck. Alan Bledsoe, David Hara, and Curtis S. round out the top 5. Michael Kurtz, Cameron Harris, Tommy Osborne, Benjamin Campbell, and Greg Robinson round out the top 10. Then you have Greg Barnett, Kelly Thomas, middle race leader Larry Stubblefield, Larry Garns, and David Larfano finish in 15th. And then Michael Boone, James Nelson, Chad Snider finishes unfortunately 2 laps down in this one, followed by Tyrone Yo and Riley Hoots in the 20th position. So that's your rundown tonight of the field here from Martinsville, the Chad Lives Here 200. I just want to again thank you for joining us here on the for the All-American Racing League race number 8 of the Cup Series on the Sim World Racing Network. My name again is Nathan Christensen, and thanks very much for joining us. And remember to tune into the Sim World Racing Network this Friday night for Dave Lafano and Dave Hilley bringing you the Quick Finisher Racing League event on Friday night at about 8 p.m. Eastern Time. And we will see you back here next Tuesday for the next event of the series. We'll take a look at the schedule to make sure I don't screw it up. We are headed to Texas. The 150-lap Texas Motor Speedway event will be on the air next Tuesday, the 26th of March. Join us then, and we will talk to you next week.